and today I'm going to detail how regular exercise supports the growth and function of astrocytes, which are the largest and most prevalent type of glial cell in the central nervous system. The name astrocyte derives from their distinctive star-shaped structure, due to the tendrils that protrude outward from the cell. The primary function of astrocytes are to regulate neuronal development, plasticity, and even the growth of new synapses. All of these things contribute to the maintenance of brain homeostasis. Regular daily exercise is well known as the best and easiest way to achieve and maintain insulin sensitivity. So, to understand the role that physical activity plays in supporting the protective function of astrocytes, we need to look first at the influence that insulin has on astrocyte activity. Astrocytes have insulin receptors, and astrocytes consequently facilitate glucose transport into the brain, and this is important because the brain utilizes at least 25% of the body's total glucose. As part of this facilitated glucose brain transport, astrocytes release the plasma protein glucose transporter 1, which itself enables glucose uptake into cells and organs. Conversely, during insulin resistance, the loss of insulin signaling impairs the astrocyte's ability to release the universal energy currency adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, leading to a sharp decrease in dopamine, which then affects the conductivity of neuronal circuits involved in cognition and mood. Now that you understand how insulin influences astrocytes, there are two exercise-influenced hormones, adiponectin and irisin, that strongly influence the beneficial actions of both insulin and astrocytes. Adiponectin is a fat-derived hormone that comes specifically from our white adipose tissue, or white fat. Adiponectin is essential for maintaining insulin sensitivity and also reducing systemic inflammation. Regular exercise significantly increases adiponectin activity, and this is particularly important for older people because an aging body with suboptimal adiponectin production is much more susceptible to diet-induced glucose intolerance, insulin resistance, and much slower lipid clearance. Consistent adiponectin enhances the glucose uptake, glycolytic processes, and fatty acid oxidation of hypothalamic astrocytes, leading ultimately to greatly improved nutrient availability in the hypothalamus. As part of this, adiponectin elevates both pyruvate, the end product of glycolysis, and the glucose metabolism byproduct lactate, while also increasing the activity of the metabolic enzyme lactate dehydrogenase, which converts lactate into the far superior pyruvate. And because the brain has, again, such a high demand for glucose, nutrient availability in the central nervous system is directly linked to longevity and homeostasis. Because as neurons consume high levels of glucose and lactate for their countless activities, any impairment in this energy supply can contribute obviously to neuronal dysfunction. Irisin, a hormone produced by our muscles as we exercise, protects neurons from such dysfunction by inhibiting the astrocyte's age-related activation of inflammatory cytokines like interleukin-6, interleukin-1 beta, and also nuclear factor kappa B, while also increasing the body's total energy expenditure and inhibiting the further formation of fatty tissue, actions that are all especially important for much older people. I hope you can now see how critical astrocytes are to maintaining optimal brain function, and also how amazingly easy it is to support the protective actions of astrocytes through regular exercise. Stay active. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason Carter, and I'll see you next time on ENZYMENTAL. Stay healthy.